scientists, today we are going to determine the molar volume of a gas by using a reaction. What we're going to do is react magnesium metal with aqueous hydrochloric acid to make magnesium chloride and hydrogen gas, and we're going to collect this hydrogen gas. Let's go through the steps of what we're going to do. First of all, we're using hydrochloric acid, which is dangerous, so we're going to make sure we have goggles over our eyeballs. Safety first. The second thing that we're going to do is we're going to get a piece of magnesium metal about 2 inches long, and we're going to find the mass of that magnesium metal. Find the mass first and record that in your lab notebook. Then what you're going to do is you're going to fold that magnesium metal, fold it up on itself, make it very, very small, and you're going to make a cage around it with some copper wire. At the end, your cage should look something a little bit like this. The magnesium is inside, the copper wire is outside, and it will be able to react, but the copper won't react. Okay, that's setting up the magnesium. The next thing we need to do is we need to take our eudiometer. This is kind of like a graduated cylinder, but for collecting gases. It's measured every 1/10 of a milliliter. And the first thing that you're going to do is put in between 5 and 10 milliliters of 6 molar hydrochloric acid. Put in between 5 and 10 mils of 6 molar hydrochloric acid. So I'm going to pour this over the sink and pour in. It doesn't matter how much I pour in, as long as I have somewhere between 5 and 10 milliliters. And once I've poured it in, gotten all the bubbles out, I'm going to record the exact volume of my hydrochloric acid. This goes to the 1/10 of a milliliter, so that means you should be able to estimate the 1,000th of a milliliter. Once I've poured in my hydrochloric acid, I'm going to fill the rest of my eudiometer with just plain tap water. I'm going to fill it over the sink. I'm going to go all the way to the very, very, very tippy top of the eudiometer. So you can even fill it so there's a bubble at the top. At this juncture, what you want to do is get your cage of magnesium and a stopper, and you're going to, one way is to put the tail of your cage through the stopper hole, fold it over so it will stay there, and then you're going to put the stopper on top of this. Some water is going to come out. You're going to put the stopper on, and then you want to put your finger over the hole to make sure that no water comes out anymore. You're going to invert it and then come over to a large beaker of water and make sure that the entire stopper is submerged before you take your finger off. That will make sure that no air gets inside the eudiometer. You should be able to see your acid coming down. It will take a couple of minutes to react, but you'll be able to see it coming down, and it will react with your magnesium metal. You can then slide it into a ring stand and wait for it to react. Once that's done, we slide over here. You should have a eudiometer that has some gas in it. You'll notice that there's gas up to here, but there's still some liquid. The rest of the liquid has been pushed out. And at this juncture, you want to find out the exact volume and pressure of your gas. To do that, we want to make sure that the pressure inside is the same as the pressure outside. So again, we're going to stick our hand into our graduated beaker and make sure to put our finger directly over the hole of our stopper. Make sure that no liquid comes out, and pull it carefully out of our ring stand, and then take it over to our large cylinder where again we submerge it, and then we can take our finger off. At this juncture, we want to make sure that the level of the water inside and outside is even, so that we know the pressure inside the eudiometer is the same as the pressure outside. Once you've recorded the exact volume of gas at this pressure, you can take this out, dump it down the sink with some water, clean this out, and get it ready for the next class. Thanks, enjoy.